they laughed. I remember every face. Everybody got advice, nobody paid my bills. Everybody talk big, nobody knew the feels. Empty tank, phone crack, rent due, no plan B. Just me and the dream, too stubborn to leave. Watch people quit, watch people fall. Watch people trade the future for a story they sold. I stayed hungry, stayed broke, stayed up, stayed focused. Some nights I almost gave up, some nights I almost believed it. You were never too late, you were never too far. Every scar you carry made you who you are. Hold on just a little longer. One day you'll look back and see you got stronger. No, nobody saw anxiety hidden behind confidence. Nobody saw pressure hidden behind accomplishments. Everybody loves results, nobody loves the climb. Nobody sees 10 years, they only see the shine. Lost people I love, lost sleep, lost time, lost faith, found purpose, found mine. Every setback built another layer, every closed door made me a creator. Still standing, still breathing, still here. You were never too late, you were never too far. Every scar you carry made you who you are. Maybe you're listening, driving home alone, thinking everybody else found what you don't. Maybe your account low, maybe your heart broke, maybe your best effort feels like a bad joke. But listen, strongest people don't look strong every day. Sometimes strength looks like surviving anyway. Sometimes winning means not walking away. Sometimes healing takes more than people say. You were never too late, you were never too far. Every scar you carry made you who you are. Hold on just a little longer. One day you'll look back and smile a little softer. Cause the person you needed was inside you all along. They left, you survived. Going. Still awake, still working. Ooh. Ooh. Everybody wants the lifestyle, nobody wants the long nights. Everybody wants the spotlight, nobody wants the hard fights. Phone full of doubts, mind full of noise, trying to build a future from a broken voice. Miss birthdays, miss calls, miss people, miss home. Chasing something bigger than the town I come from. Some days I felt unstoppable, some days I felt lost. But every dream worth having comes with a cost. Eyes red, heart racing, still chasing. No sleep, still dreaming. No sleep, still believing. Long nights, still breathing. One more mile, I'm still reaching. Getting comfortable, saw friends settling down. I was still in the shadows trying not to drown. Everybody got opinions when you're taking risks, but nobody volunteers when the pressure hits. Working while they're sleeping, learning while they're scrolling, building while they're talking, moving while they're hoping. I didn't need luck, I needed discipline. The war was never outside, it was always within. Keep going, keep moving, don't stop now. No sleep, still dreaming. No sleep, exhausted. Maybe your plan feels broken. Maybe you're questioning every choice you made, wondering if all this sacrifice will ever get repaid. Listen, nothing grows overnight. Not a tree, not a city, not a life. The people you admire were once invisible too. The difference is they kept going when nobody knew. No sleep, still dreaming. No sleep, still believing. No nights, still breathing. One more mile, I'm still reaching. No step, one more fight, one more chance, one more night. 3 a.m. Still awake, still building. New city, new faces, same dream. First night in the city, didn't know a soul. Just a backpack and a head full of goals. Tall buildings, bright signs, cold air, long lines. Everybody moving fast like they're running out of time. I thought success looked different from the way they describe. Thought money fixed problems, thought fame felt alive. But the higher I climb, the more I realize some people got everything and still cry at night. City lights, neon skies, still searching for something inside. City lights shining in my eyes. Everybody looks alive, but we're all trying to survive. City lights burning through the night. Sometimes dreams come true, sometimes dreams change your life. In a suit, eating dinner alone. Saw a kid with no money, still smiling on his phone. Saw a girl chase fame till she forgot her name. Saw 1,000 people win and still feel the same. The city taught me something nobody ever said. Success means nothing if you lose yourself instead. So I started asking questions I never asked before. What am I really chasing and what is all this for? More money, more choices, more noise, more voices. City lights shining in my eyes. Everybody looks alive, but we're all trying to survive. Maybe you're in a city too, trying to become somebody, working every day, hoping life turns into something. Maybe you're feeling lost, even when things look right. Maybe you're learning that growth comes with lonely nights, and maybe that's okay. Maybe that's part of the road. Maybe becoming yourself is worth more than gold. City lights shining in my eyes. Everybody looks alive, but we're all trying to survive. City lights burning through the night. Sometimes dreams come true, sometimes dreams change your life. Sometimes they break your heart, sometimes they set you free. Sometimes the thing you're chasing is the person you're meant to be. Ooh, ooh. think about money, the more you get, the quieter life becomes. I remember being broke, praying for a better day. Now the numbers getting bigger, but the pressure never changed. New watch, new car, new view, new place. Same questions in my head every time I see my face. People call me lucky, they don't know the nights, they don't know the sacrifices hidden behind the lights. Everybody loves the winner, everybody loves the glow. Nobody asks how many times you suffered all alone. More money, more attention, more problems, different lessons. Money talks, but it can't say I love you. Money talks, but it can't tell the truth. Money talks, it can open every door, but the things that matter most can't be bought in any store. Yeah, I bought things I once dreamed of, thought they make me feel complete, but excitement has an ending and reality repeats. Saw rich people feeling empty, saw poor people full of life. That's when I stopped measuring success by dollar signs. Cause peace is expensive, time is expensive, trust is expensive, real friends are expensive. The older I get, the more I understand. The richest people aren't always the ones with money in their hand. More wins, more losses, more lessons, more crosses. Money talks, but it can't say I love you. Money talks, but it can't tell the truth. Money talks, it can open every door, but the things that matter most can't be bought in any store. Yeah. Maybe you're chasing money, maybe you're chasing dreams, maybe you're telling yourself they're exactly the same thing. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Maybe success is knowing what matters after you've got it. Cause one day the noise gets quiet, the race slows down, the crowd disappears, and you're left with yourself, asking one question: was it worth the year? Money talks, but it can't say I love you. Money talks, but it can't tell the truth. Money talks, it can open every door, but the things that matter most can't be bought in any store. Family, time, peace of mind, the things we spend our lives trying to find. Money talks, character whispers, choose carefully. Funny how they find you after you make it. Back when I was struggling, nobody picked up. Now my phone stopped ringing, guess my luck showed up. Same people disappeared when my tank was on E. Now they talking like they've always believed in me. I remember empty rooms, long nights, no replies. Now everybody got a reason why they stood outside. Funny how success changes what people say. Funny how they love you when they need something someday. More faces, less trust. More people, less us. Where were you when I needed somebody? Where were you when the nights got heavy? money, some wanted access. Some wanted pictures, some wanted status. Some call me brother, some call me friend. But loyalty gets tested when the story bends. I stopped counting followers, started counting truth. Cause real ones stay when there's nothing left to use. The older I get, the smaller my circle grows. But the peace that comes with it is worth more than gold. Less noise, more clarity, less crowds, more family, yeah. Where were you when I needed somebody? Where were you when the nights got heavy? Now you're here talking like we're family. Funny how success brings back everybody. Maybe you've been there too, watching people switch sides, watching conversations change when your life starts to rise. Maybe that's the lesson nobody tells. Success doesn't change people, it reveals them well. And maybe forgiveness is part of being free, but trust is earned, not given automatically. Where were you? Where were you? Where were you? Where were you? Where were you when I needed somebody? Where were you when the nights got heavy? Now you're here talking like we're family. Funny how success brings back everybody. Real ones stay when there was nothing to gain. That's why their names still remain. Some people love you, some people love access. Learn the difference. Funny how they find you. After you make it. I stopped expecting. It hurts less that way. Used to believe every promise, used to believe every word, used to give people chances, even when it hurt. Now I read silence better than I read a smile. Cause the people who broke me took their time. I built walls, not because I hate love. I built walls cause I know what pain does. And every goodbye left another mark. To protecting my peace became protecting my heart. Less trust, less hope, less pain, that's what I thought. Heart on ice, trying not to break again. Heart on ice, learning how to love again. Every scar, every goodbye still lives somewhere inside. Heart on ice, just trying to survive. Some people leave quietly, some leave chaos behind. Some leave memories that replay every night. And the hardest part isn't losing, the hardest part is this, wondering if the next person will feel the same as them. So I keep my distance, keep my feelings low, tell myself I'm fine, even when I know that loneliness and healing sometimes look the same. And hiding from heartbreak isn't living anyway. Deep breath, let go, move on, grow. Heart on ice, trying not to break again. Heart on ice, learning how to love again. again. Maybe you're tired too, tired of starting over, tired of pretending you're getting colder. But maybe healing isn't becoming stone. Maybe healing means knowing you're strong enough to be open again. Heart on ice, trying not to break again. Heart on ice, learning how to love again. Every scar, every goodbye still lives somewhere inside. Heart on ice, but still it Heart on ice, but still it Maybe the goal was never to avoid pain. Maybe it was learning you can survive it. Your name again. Your name again. I almost didn't answer, I almost let it ring. Funny how one name can still change everything. Months pass, maybe years. I stopped counting time, stopped checking your page, stopped reading the signs. I learned how to sleep without hearing your voice. Learn how to move on, or at least fake the choice. Then tonight, out of nowhere, there you were again. One call, one name, 1 second, everything changed. Late night calls from somebody I forgot to forget. Late night calls, bringing back things I buried instead. I moved on, at least that's what I said. Late night calls, messing with my head. You asked how I've been, like nothing happened, like we didn't leave pieces behind when we vanished. I said I'm doing good, and maybe that was true, but some won't stop hurting without ever leaving you. The silence felt familiar, the way your voice slowed down, like two strangers walking through a ghost town. Neither one of us wanted to reopen scars, but somehow there we were, talking in the dark. Some memories fade, some memories wait. Late night calls from somebody I forgot to forget. Late night calls, bringing back things I buried instead. Maybe this wasn't about us, maybe it never was. Maybe it was about closure, maybe it was about trust. Maybe we caught each other just to make sure the people we used to be were no longer hurt. And that's okay, not every love story needs another chapter. Some stories teach you how to survive after. Late night call from somebody I forgot to forget. Oh, late night calls, bringing back things I buried instead. silent. So did my heart for the first time. Nobody's here. That's the problem. Neither am I. Some battles don't leave bruises. Some wars don't make a sound. You smile when people see you, then fall apart when no one's around. I know that voice, the one that never sleeps, the one that turns small mistakes into things you can't keep. Yeah. You're behind, you're not enough. They're doing better, you're out of luck. Funny how the loudest enemy never needed a face, just a quiet room and a little space. Every night, same fight. No crowd, no light. Demons inside. Know every weakness I hide. Demons inside. Always along for the ride. I run, they follow. I heal, they borrow. Demons inside. Living rent free in my mind. People think success kills insecurity, but all it does is buy it better jewelry. The doubts got richer, the fears got smarter, the pressure got heavier, the climb got harder. And I kept pretending everything was okay, cause nobody likes hearing when heroes lose their way. But truth is, most strong people break. They just learn how to carry it without shaking. Breathe in, hold on, stay here, move on. Demons inside, know every weakness I hide. Demons inside, always along for the ride. Maybe your battle looks different than mine. Maybe yours shows up somewhere around midnight. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's guilt, maybe it's every wall you accidentally built. Listen, you don't have to win today, you don't have to fix everything, you don't have to become somebody else before you deserve peace. Sometimes surviving is enough. Sometimes standing up is enough. Sometimes one more day is enough. Demons inside, know every weakness I hide. Demons inside, always along for the ride. But they don't know me, they don't define me, they don't decide who I'm meant to be. Demons inside, still here, so am I. The voice never disappeared, I just stopped believing it. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the last shot. I've been counted out more times than I can count. Heard be realistic from people who never left the couch. Lost faith, lost money, lost people I love. Lost pieces of myself trying to rise above. But every setback taught me something success never could. Pain became a teacher, and I finally understood. You don't become strong is enough for me. It's enough for me. I stopped waiting for perfect timing, stop waiting for perfect signs. Most people spend their whole life standing at the starting line. Scared to fail, scared to lose, scared to look foolish, trying something new, but regret weighs heavier than any mistake. And I'd rather fall than never take the leap. No guarantees, no safety net, no excuses left. Last chance, that's all I need. One more shot, one more dream, one more reason to believe. Maybe you're tired, maybe you're bruised, maybe life hit harder than you thought it would. Maybe you're one decision away from changing everything. Maybe the chapter you're in isn't the ending. Maybe this moment is the one you remember, the day you almost quit, but chose surrender to the process, to the growth, to the road only you can walk. Last chance, that's all I need. One more shot, one more dream, one more reason to believe. One more sunrise, one more fight, one more promise to my life. Last chance is enough for me. Stopped asking why me and started asking why not me. I made it, not where I wanted, but further than I imagined. Sometimes I miss the version of me who had nothing but still belief. No followers, no recognition, just a dream and blind ambition. Back when everyone felt 10 feet tall, back when one small break could change it all. Funny how the things I used to pray for eventually became normal. Time moves fast, life moves faster. Started from the ground, now I look around and hear a different sound. Top floor dreams, never meant the view, it was becoming someone the younger me looked up to. I learned success isn't money alone. It isn't the crowd or a platinum phone. It's having peace when the room gets quiet, knowing who you are without needing people to buy it. The scars are still here, the fears still visit, but they don't run my life like they once did. And every mistake, every loss, every tear built the road that brought me here. Not perfect, not finished, still learning, still living. At the start of your climb, wondering if the dream is worth the time. Listen closely, cause I wish someone told me this. The goal isn't arriving, the goal is who you becoming. And keep your heart, keep your values, keep your people close. Cause when the noise disappears, that's what matters most. remember. And if I had to do it again, I would.